Yeah, okay friends, good evening. Come to the Photoshop application, apps, go to the Photoshop. Yesterday already we saw some tools, clone stamp tool, pattern stamp tool, and patch tool, cleaning the damaged photo that we call as a photo restoration. Today we see some more tools. Come to the file, new document. If it is basic, the main thing is width and height. In this new document, we are just indicating the width and height as well as inches and giving the resolution of the document and the color mode. Just keeping the color mode, it is RGB. Okay, we have to work. The primary color mode is RGB. That's why we are keeping RGB color mode. Click it OK. And this is interface of the document. And yesterday already we saw some red eye tools, content aware mode tool, patch tool, healing brush tools. These are the tools yesterday we saw. And already we completed brush tool, pencil tool, color replacement tools, and mixer brush also. And what is history brush tool and what is art history brush tool? What is history brush tool? Just open the image document file, open desktop. Already we taken some images yesterday. Images. These are the images, and we have some damaged photos. Take the damaged photos. Just open some document. Control minus, zoom in the document, zoom out the document. Control plus and control minus. Okay, and I'm just taking the clone stamp tool to clean the image. Generally, how many times we will come step backward? మనం ఎన్నిసార్లు వెనక్కి రావచ్చు? How many times we come back, step backward? How many times generally, friends? 20 times. We can change it, that one. We can change more times. Yes, we can change it more times. Means more backward. We can come back more times with a changing in preferences. Okay, then I'm just decreasing something here. I done so many changes here. So many hits on this document. I'm just cleaning. I'm just hitting like this. I'm just cleaning the area. I'm just increasing the opacity and how many hits it happened? How many times I hit the mouse pointer? More than 20 times?
Yes.
More than 20 times. Okay, so many times. It's 50 to 60 times I hit the mouse pointer. Again, I have to come back the photograph. Control Alt Z. Step backward, step backward, step backward. For every pressing Control Alt Z, then it will come step by step backward. Okay, but I have to come at a time. It's coming step by step. I have to come at a time. How can I come at a time? Come to here, go to the history brush tool. What is my history? Increasing the brush size. So many times I just done here. See, it's coming. Taking the history brush tool, I'm getting my history back at a time. Just increasing the brush size and just draw it once, then automatically it will come at a time. How can we increase? How can we increase the step backward steps? Step backwards like Control Alt Z. File, sorry, edit, go to the preferences, general, edit menu, cancel this one, edit menu, preferences, come to here, general category, general, and check with interface and workspace and tools, history log, sync settings, file handling, exporting, performance. How many history states here? 300. Generally it will be there 20 only. Generally it will be 20 only, but I changed as a 300. My backward steps will we can change more also, 1000 also. Okay, but my backward steps will be, it's 200 and 300. We can kept it. We can kept. I'll just giving 20 only. Then automatically it become 20 steps backward only. Back step only. Then I'm just increasing 100. The steps will come 100 back steps. Again come to here 50. The control alt Z will come 100 steps backward. Like that, we have to check with history step backward as well as history brush tool. History brush tool is nothing but will get the image from the starting picture. Means we can clean the image very perfectly. Clone stamp tool, take the clone stamp tool, and I just rub like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Again, I have to get my picture as a starting step. Come to here, history brush tool, increase the brush size using with flower brackets. Already I told friends, flower brackets, and again come to rub on here. Then automatically our picture will come instantly backward of the starting stage. Then come to here, artistry brush tool. What is artistry? Artistry, we can create a different type of background textures on the image. Tight shirt and tight medium, tight long, loose medium, dab. They can blur the faces. This is called art history. Again, what happened? I have to get the my old our starting image. Then come to the history brush tool, and I can create a history with a different style of brushes like this, right long. If it is a color image, the colors will automatically flow in the background area. Like this, we can blur the images with a texture. Again, we have to get back, go to the history brush tool and come backward of the image document. Like this. Okay, we'll see. I'm just taking a new document. Okay, now I just filled a solid color. Okay, here we have two steps. One is foreground color and second one is background color. One is foreground color and second one is background color. One is foreground color and second one is background color. Background color I kept red color and foreground color I kept its violet color. I have to apply this violet color into the background. How?
Alter backspace.
Alt backspace, good. Okay. Then I'm just open one more image. It's file, open, or otherwise Control O to open the images. Control O. Already I have given, or otherwise you can write here Control O to open the document. To open the images and documents. Which documents? Saved documents. Yes. Okay. File, open. To open the document, I'm just coming the backward images here, images, and I'm just cutting any image here. Let's take the image here and control minus zoom out and take a polygon laser tool. Zoom in, control plus zoom in. I'm just cutting the image document. You have to zoom the image and you have to cut the image very perfectly. Take a zoom level more. Already I told this tool, it's a polygon laser tool, friends. We can take this tool and we go with a hair cutting process. One more step we have that we see in the next level for a hair cutting process. Like this, we can cut the image very perfectly. Someone has not kept mute. Please keep mute. I'm just clicking here. Automatic the selection is came. Come to the move tool. This is a move tool, and you can place it here for to understanding the level. And these are the unnecessary documents. You can close the unnecessary documents also. Close it. And this one is also unnecessary document. You can close it the document. And this one is one background, one document area, and this one is one document area. And decrease the file size. Control minus. Control minus. Now select this document and take a move tool and move from one document to another document to the image. Okay, what happened here? The image is bigger than the document. That's why what we have to do, we have to control T transform. First of all, we have to attach again the same place of the document panel, the same documents. Okay, come to here. We can, that is one process, friends. You can delete this one. Directly you can drag it from here to here and keep it here, place it. Like this also we can get the image from one document to another document. Now Control T transform, hold Shift plus Alt to increase and decrease the image size. Okay, nice. Okay, like this we can cut the image and we can place into the background document. Okay, this one is good. And I just taken a duplicate. What is the shortcut of duplicate? Alt plus drag. Hold Alt and drag the layer, then automatically it will be duplicate. Layer 1 copy. Otherwise, we have one more shortcut, Control J to duplicate the layer. See here, one more copy is there. It will be placed into there. You can transform. You can duplicate an infinity of images, infinity of duplications. Okay, I just select the layer, this layer, and delete the layer. I need only this one. If I keep like this, is it okay to look? Is it looking okay? It looking very odd in the edge. Why means it is a cut of the image. It has a cross cut of the image. That's why what happened? We have to erase it. Then take a erase tool, and we have two types of brushes. One is hard brush and second one is soft brush. Take this hard brush tool, just drag it like this. What happened here, guys? It is also looking like as a cut feel. Okay, then I need to go for a soft brush. Click it and go to the soft brush. What the eraser will help here? Why eraser tool helps here? What is the use of eraser tool? We can erase the unnecessary part of the document or image, whatever may be. If it is an object or if it is an image, we can erase very easily using with eraser tool. Okay, like this, we can erase it. Okay, then what about the background eraser tool? What is eraser tool and what is background eraser tool? Eraser tool, we can erase the unnecessary unwanted area from the image. But background eraser tool, what happened here? We can directly erase from document area only, but it's not perfect. See, I'm erasing directly on here. What happening here? The image is also disturbing. The image is also removing. Why? The same similar pixels we have from the background, and as well as here the background color and here the jerkin color is both are similar. That's why it's removing both like this. Then what happened when we use this background eraser tool? Means if it is a single color background, go to the Google Chrome. Suppose kids. I'm just taking its pediatrics. And the background is white, and as well as his shirt is white. It is not a clear picture actually. The both are similar. See here. Mhm. See here, guys. What is the background color here? It is a white background, and the photograph is different. And go to the image, new tab, click save as. My images are too low quality images. Right click image in a new tab. Tools, make with large. Oh, nice quality. Right click save images. Okay, let's do the things. I'm just open this document, file, open, desktop, this one, file, open, and this one. See what is here. Take a background eraser tool. Background eraser tool. I can remove the background. What happened here? See, automatically it is removing step by step. Take a move tool and move from one place to another place. Close the document. Is it clear? Friends, is it clear? Hello. I'm asking you guys.
No,
Is it clear?
no.
No. Why? Why? What happened here? The same similar pixels also affecting on the image. See here, the same similar pixels. What the pixels we have here, the same similar pixels also affecting on the image background. Then what we have to do? The tolerance is very high. Keep the tolerance 20%, and decrease the brush size. Now you can see step by step. Just make it the image perfectly. Now image, this is the extra part only. You can take an eraser and you can increase the brush size and you can erase very, this is the empty area only. But which one is the image part? There you have to work very carefully. Then take a move tool. Now move it from one background to another background. Now is it okay? The edge. I'm just telling the edge. This is okay, but not that much perfect. See, these tools will help to cut the image instantly. Instantly means speed. If you have to cut the image and you have to place the one browser, just take a background eraser tool and just like this you can cut it and you can work on it. This one we can remove directly like this and you can place the image like this. But this is not a right way to keep the images in browsers and flyers. Why means the quality and of the edges is not that much perfect. It will be disturbed. Okay. Background eraser tool is nothing but to cut the image. If it is a single color background, image, you can work on it and you can cut image instantly, very speedily. Then what about the magic eraser tool? Background eraser tool, it's taking step by step. It's taking step by step, Control Alt Z, Control Alt Z, Control Alt Z, Control Alt Z. Step by step, we can come backward. Step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step. Like this, we coming from backward. You just close the document. Again, you can open the document. File, open. See here, and come to the magic eraser tool. Just click it once. Means you're taking step by step in a background eraser tool, but you are taking directly magic eraser tool. It take the pixels, it select the pixels, and throughout it takes selected pixels and it will remove automatically like this. Now you can move tool and you can move it. This is okay, but some areas where the selected pixels is there, this is also a selected pixel in here. What you selected in the background, the selected pixels is similar to here the mask layer. That's why that one it is also removed automatically. Okay, but when we use this one means if it is a background is different, means background the similar pixels is different and the image is different. Now you can use like this. Take a background eraser tool, just click it once. The image has been disturbed. No, it's not been disturbed. Why means this color is different and the background color is different. And come to here, just click it and click it like this in the edge of the document. Like this. Now you can take the move tool and move it into the one background. It is taken, see, the image is bigger than the document. Control T, transform controls, Control minus zoom out. Now we can see the transform controls and we can transform it very easily. Like this, we can cut the images. Okay, sir, you kept the images in a solid color, but I need a multicolor backgrounds. Friends, you understand the eraser tool, background eraser tool and magic eraser tool? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, thank you. And now we see gradient tool. What is gradient tool? We can keep 10 by 8. I'm just taking one background. Okay. Now take a gradient tool and paint bucket. Paint bucket is nothing but solid color. Paint bucket is nothing but solid color. Solid color means it is a single color. You can take here any color. It's a blue color. You can take a paint bucket. You can fill directly on here. Okay. You can take a paint bucket. You can select the paint bucket tool. You can just fill directly on here. Otherwise, you can select Alt backspace also. You can use a keyboard shortcut Alt backspace, or otherwise You can take a color and take a paint bucket tool, just click it. Like this also, you can select the background of the layer. But this is a solid color, but I need a gradient. It's a multicolor. These are the gradient tools. See the properties, gradient tool, see the properties upon the properties panel. Click on the selections like this. These are all the gradients. We can take one gradient and we have 5 angles. Sorry friends. Yeah, sorry. Come to the gradient. These are the properties panel. Check the properties panel. Okay. These are all the gradients only, predefined gradients. Okay. And you can select one gradient directly. You can select one gradient and we have 5 steps here. 5 steps means is nothing but 5 options here. One is linear gradient and second one is radial gradient and third one is angle gradient and fourth one is reflected gradient and fifth one is diamond gradient. And come to here, how many colors what we have taken here, this I selected. We have 2 colors, one is orange and second one is green, or one is red, second one is green. And you can take the linear gradient, you can drag it like this. The background came 2 colors. Like this we can draw the gradients. And this is a gradient tool. Okay. And this is a linear means it comes straightly. The linear gradients will come straight of the colors. The colors will come straightly. And second one is radial color, radial gradient. The colors will come from the center of the origin, like it's some round shape style. It will come, it's a blur style. Okay. And come to here, this is the angled is nothing but one point. The point it will be, from the point it will, the colors will be expand, angled. And fourth one is reflected. From the center the colors will be reflected. The red in between we have a red color, and upper and down we have a green color. Like that, this is a reflected means the center of the part it will become. And this is a diamond, the diamond style, it will be come as a gradient. So these are the default predefined color, but we can change the color. Is it possible? Yes, is it possible? Come to here, these are the predefined colors. And when you come to the gradient box, click it here, then automatically we can see the gradient editor and select this one and click the colors pointer, select it, and you can change the color. And again you can click it here, again you can change the, you can add the point, and you can add one more point, and you can keep one more color. Again you can keep one more point, like this. Okay. Like this the colors, see, this is the multicolor gradient. I would like to save this preset, friends. Click it new. This is a new. If you click it new, automatically the new palette it will come. Okay. Now just drag it. See, this is a gradient style, and this is the linear style, and this is the radial style, and this is the angle style, and this is the reflected style. These are all the gradients only, friends. Just check it once. Okay. Gradient, linear, radial, angle, reflected, and diamond. These are the things. And one is gradient tool, and second one is paint bucket tool, and third one is 3D material. This is a 3D material drop tool. When we see in the 3D, then we can see this tool. Okay. First practice on the eraser tools, and as well as gradient and paint bucket tools, and history brush tools, and art history brush tool. This weekend we complete this toolbox, and we will start menus also, friends.